A man named Robin Westman, who was born as Robert Westman, carried out a mass shooting at the Annunciation Catholic School and Church in Minneapolis. He killed 2 children and injured 18 others before taking his own life. Robert, aka Robin Westman, identified as transgender. Prior to this attack, Westman posted a manifesto online where he expressed deep regret about his transgender identity. He said he was tired of being trans and that he wished he had never brainwashed himself. He said he did not feel like a man or a woman, and he even expressed a desire to detransition. After enabling and amplifying the transgender cult delusional mindset for over a decade, the inevitable has happened. People start going crazy when they realize they can't magically change the sex that they were born as. The manifesto revealed Westman's detailed planning of the attack, including his choice for this church and school, and his fascination with other school shooters, like the Nashville Covenant School shooter, another person who identified as trans. In recent years, there has been a surge in far-left trans propaganda encouraging trans Tifa and other leftists to take up arms in order to kill so-called transphobes and fascists. In fact, the Colorado Springs shooter identified as non-binary, the Denver shooter identified as trans, the Aberdeen shooter identified as trans, the Nashville shooter identified as trans, and the Philadelphia shooter identified as a cross-dressing trans as well. Robert, who also identified as transgender, said, "Unfortunately, due to my depression, anger, and twisted mind, I want to fulfill a final act that has been in the back of my head for years." So today, I want to talk about the elephant in the room instead of all the obvious takeaways when it comes to this case. The obvious being that, first of all, gender dysphoria has always been a mental health disorder, and yet children now are being taught that it's normal to think that you are a boy when you are a girl, or vice versa. But it's not normal. Gender dysphoria is and always has been a mental health disorder, and affirming that in children is tantamount to abuse. Also, more often than not, we find out that these shooters were on antidepressant drugs, as if brainwashing them in regards to their sexuality isn't enough. They also throw in a toxic chemical soup into the mix, which scrambles their brains even further. And the most obvious of all is that guns are not the issue here. Minneapolis is one of the cities with the most strict gun laws in the United States. People shouldn't be calling for fewer guns when we have a culture that is affirming mental derangement at every turn. But no, I'm going to call this for what it is, and a lot of people are not going to like it. This stems from an atheistic worldview and a profound hatred of Christianity, which has led to the slaughtering of innocent children by the transgender cult.